you've said yourself, not everybody's built to be an entrepreneur.
Oh my God.
And
yes.
I think we're going to have another episode about talking about that.
Yes.
And that's a whole nother subject.
I forgot. I was going to bring my journals just to stack them here. Just to stack them here and go, this is the next thing. Right.
Yes.
Because being an entrepreneur is the sexiest thing today, right? Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Because you got these young kids that want to become billionaires. And, the tech space has done that for some young people, right? Yeah. But for every billionaire that has been that's been created, I guarantee you there's been hundreds of thousands of people that have failed, right? Being an entrepreneur is a personality. It is. You have to have the personality of not being a quitter. You have to have the personality that losing is not an option. Mm-hmm. That running through walls, I have to run through a wall. Bring it on. Mm-hmm. How many walls do I have to run through? I will run through every single wall you put in front of me. An entrepreneur is someone who wakes up thinking how to be better. An entrepreneur is someone who wakes up, how can I make my body better? How healthy can I be? An entrepreneur is not a guy sitting around eating Doritos and weighing 500 pounds. That's not an entrepreneur, because if you don't take care of your body, you can't take care of your business. That's an entrepreneur. Everything else is just a byproduct of an entrepreneur. But if you cannot find yourself to not be a quitter, go get a job. Nothing wrong with that. Go get a job, right? Because, an entrepreneur is a leader. Right? If you don't know how to lead, you're not an entrepreneur. So I would say that's, in my definition, an entrepreneur is someone who's just not part of this planet. It's very rare. Now everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, and it's just not the case. It's not that easy.
It's still not easy, right?
It's not easy.
Do you wake up, because Avor over here, I'm sure, wakes you up at 4 a.m.
4 o'clock in the morning every day, yeah.
And it's not easy waking up and having to bear the burden of what that day may hold. How do you motivate yourself?
So, number one, you have to love what you do.
Yeah.
Right? This is not a job. It's a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And if it's a job, then you're going to burn out.
Yeah.
Right? If it's a lifestyle and you love what you're doing, you may not love it. You may not love certain aspects of it. Mm-hmm. But you love globally, you love what you do. It's not a burden, right? It's a lifestyle. But to get up and be motivated every day to grow the business, because, being an entrepreneur never stops, right? You've got these levels of, am I going to make it? 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 Okay, you make it now, right? Then you hit this other level. Okay, oh, shoot, how are we going to get more business? How are we going to get more business, right? And then you get this other level. Oh, shoot, I've got all these employees and can I make payroll? Can I make payroll? It's always something.
Right.
Oh, it never, ever ends. And so you have to have the mentality that you're never, ever going to stop growing your business. You're never going to stop taking calculated risk. You're never going to stop being an entrepreneur. It's not, I was an entrepreneur yesterday and now I don't need to be one. No, you are one, period.
Right.
Every day, wherever you are in your life, if you are a true entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's close on this question.
Yep.
I'm starting a business.
Yep.
I'm thinking about starting a business.
Yep.
Just one tip. We talked about a lot of things, but what's your tip for the entrepreneur starting a business today?
Don't ever let anybody tell you can't do it. Ever. And if you have toxic people around you telling you that, remove them from your lives. You can join them later and say, I told you so. But right now, get them out of your life. Because the biggest and the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur and starting a business is your mind. And if you allow people to tell you who you are and give you an identity that is not you, you will fail. So that's the number one thing. Surround yourself with people that say, yes, you can do it, and get rid of the people that say, no, you can't.